You've downloaded a lesson, copied the code perfectly into a file, and hit Run. Then, your computer returns an error message. Python is not recognized as an internal or external command. The process is completely stalled. For many new learners, the first difficulty isn't writing the code itself, it is getting the computer ready to run it. Today, we are going to set up a working Python environment from scratch. We will install the software, bypass the common configuration traps, and execute a terminal script. Mastering this foundational setup is the first step toward eventually using Python for data analysis, reporting, or professional automation. Start at the official Python website. You need to download the stable Windows installer. Check your system settings to ensure you select the 64-bit version to avoid architecture conflicts later. Once the download finishes, double-click the file to open the installer. Before you click the main installation button, stop. This diagram shows how Windows finds applications. It uses a central index called the path. When you enter a command, Windows searches this list to locate the Python engine. If the installation folder isn't in that index, your computer won't know where to find the interpreter. To fix this automatically, check the box at the bottom of the installer labeled Add Python.exe to Path. This tells the installer to write the Python location directly into the Windows index for you. Now you can click Install Now. Wait for the process to finish until you see the confirmation message that setup was successful. By linking the path during the installation, you ensure the computer knows exactly where to look whenever you ask it to run scripts. Now we need to verify the connection. Open a brand new command prompt window. If you had one open during the installation, close it. A fresh window is required to recognize the updated path settings. Inside the terminal, type Python-version and press Enter. If the terminal displays the Python version number, it is undeniable proof that Windows has successfully located the interpreter. If that command fails, try typing py-version instead. On many Windows systems, this utilizes the Python launcher, which acts as a reliable fallback to trigger the same software. Confirming this version number proves the communication bridge between the Windows operating system and the Python engine is operational. To stay organized, create a dedicated project folder inside your Documents directory. Keeping your scripts in one place makes them much easier to find and run. Open Notepad and type a simple print command. Use straight quotation marks and lowercase letters. Small typing mistakes like curly quotes or capital letters will stop the program from running. As this image shows, the file type matters. For the interpreter to recognize your instructions, the file must carry a .py extension, rather than a standard .txt extension. When you go to Save As, change the Save As type dropdown to All Files. This prevents Windows from hiddenly adding a text extension to the end of your file name. Name the file firstprogram.py and save it directly into your project folder. Using the correct extension ensures the Python interpreter treats this document as executable instructions, rather than just a plain text note. If you try to run the script right now, it will fail. This is because your terminal is currently looking at your main user folder, not the specific folder where your code is saved. Use the cd command, followed by your folder path, to move the terminal's focus. This tells the command line exactly where to look for your files. Now type python firstprogram.py and press Enter. This tells the interpreter to read and execute your specific file. The text you wrote in Notepad now materializes directly in the terminal window. Completing this cycle confirms that your terminal, your file system, and your Python interpreter are communicating correctly. You have successfully bypassed the common setup errors and configured your computer to follow your instructions. This exact workflow, writing logic, saving a source file, and triggering it from a terminal, is the same method used for data science, web development, and professional automation. Now that your environment is active, you can begin exploring more advanced topics like variables, calculations, and complex logic. With the technical setup verified, you are ready to stop troubleshooting and start building programs.